Hello, welcome to SignalStrike Trade. This is a website we developed that is very friendly and very powerful. It has free features, it has advanced features, and the most powerful thing we have is a product we have called Momentum Basket Trading. I'm going to give you a walkthrough of the program. First of all, on the landing page, what I want to show you here is our momentum basket trading has produced 309% return over 2 years. And this is not a risky investment. It's buying the Fab 7 with other momentum stocks built in. And you can see over 2 years how much the momentum basket trading's up versus the S&P 500, which was also up tremendously for 2 years, like 40 some percent, but we were up 309%. So this product's performance proven. It's low risk in that we're buying the biggest stocks there are on the Nasdaq. We have some automated trading features, or I might say they're semi-automatic trading. You still have to pull the trigger, and it's very affordable. So let me show you the different plans. We have the free backtesting plan, which will allow you to come in here and do unlimited backtesting with, and we have a variety of very powerful features like MACD and RSI and so forth. And this costs nothing to use, and it works great on some stocks. Other stocks it does not work as well on, but you can see, and I'll demonstrate that to you shortly. For $10 a month, you can get trade alerts where we're going to send to you when the program recommends a buy or a sell based on these backtesting results. And then the most powerful feature is our momentum basket trading that that'll actually tie into, currently it ties into Schwab. We're very close on E-Trade. We'll probably have interactive brokers, but it works great with Schwab right now. And that'll actually tie right into your portfolio. You can trade out of your portfolio, and then you'll see this momentum basket feature that we have that is just blowing everything away that we've shown people. They're very excited about it. We also have managed accounts. So we work with RIAs if you don't feel comfortable doing this yourself, we'll hook you up with an RIA. And we also have an RIA agent set up where you can come in here, and I would recommend RIAs to look at our proposal. And RIAs, you'll be able to look in here, which our ultimate goal is that we want to build an ETF from our momentum-based rules. And you can see over 10 years, our momentum basket trading has produced unbelievable 71% per year, and over 10 years, 18,000% return versus the S&P at 245%. So if you're an RIA, consider teaming up with us. We've already just started marketing this and have several RIAs that are signing up with us because of this tremendous results that we're showing. Okay, without further ado, let me show you how this works. I'm not going to go through the whole login process. It's very simple. If you do the get started, you're going to fill in your name, phone number, email address, and password. Pick your option, and then just read our terms and so forth and create an account. It will send you an email confirmation to make sure it's a valid email address. So without further ado, I'm going to show you a little bit about Momentum Basket and back testing and so forth. So I'm going to log into this one Schwab account here that I have. And here it's showing you my total portfolio value, and it's showing you the profit that this has generated over like the last week. Actually, I just started this account. And let me first show you the back testing. You can enter in any stock symbol here, and it defaults to 1 year looking at hourly results for the stock market. We pay for all of this data. Okay, and a good stock to look at, for example, was Apple. Who Apple did not have a great year last year. This is 2025. But if here's our results, if you would have followed the backtesting results here, it'd have a win rate of 69, almost 70%. It's showing a total profit of $38,000. And whenever you were out of the stock, it moves it into a short-term bond fund. Here we're using a JP Morgan short-term bond fund. It earned an extra $3,000, so you would have got $41,000 profit on $100,000. So your final capital of $137,000 versus buy and hold of 109. So you would have made a $28,000 difference. So here it's showing you all the buy and sell dates that it recommended. It's showing you a chart of the Apple stock with the red and the green, and it's an interactive chart, so you can see exactly what the prices were. Okay, and then over here, this is showing you the graph as the stock's going up in value. Here's the MACD signals, the relative strength index signals, and so like when it gets above 70% or below 30%, this is an overbought, oversold situation. And then we even have the 200-day moving average. So this is free for now anyway. You can do it on any stock. And, some stocks it works great on, other ones it does not. Like you pick a stock like Palantir that blew the doors off last year. It would have been better to just buy and hold Palantir, obviously. So even if you used our product, you'd be up to $282,000, which sounds tremendous. But if you just bought and hold Palantir, you would be up to $483,000 on a $100,000 investment. So some stocks it's not going to work on whenever they kind of defy logic, if you will. Okay, now on our $10 option, you can do trade alerts. So if I click on trade alerts, you're able to, and you'll see here, it's going through my trade alerts and it's showing you sell IVV, which is the S&P 500. You can hold or buy XLK, which is a technology spider. It's recommending a sell on Apple now, a hold or a buy on Microsoft. And if I wanted to add a stock symbol in here, I can just say enter a stock symbol. Here's a really hot stock lately. It's called Apploben. You can see it's got a hold status. So I'm going to add it to my alerts. And so what's interesting about this also is that what we'll do is we'll send you an email alert when we recommend a buy or a sell on a stock. And then once a week, we will also send you on Saturdays a chart showing you exactly what happened to each one of your stocks that are in the trade alerts. So backtesting's free, trade alerts $10, and for $50 you get our full set of features. So I'm going to show you here under automated trading. Here I'm tied into my Schwab account. Okay, and you can tell you're connected whenever it says that your tokens are valid. If you need to, you can validate the account and it'll force you to revalidate it once your tokens are expired. So as I scroll down here, you'll see that I have $32.55 in cash. The Park account is where we normally store your cash so that you can hit a high earnings on a short-term bond fund. Now you can pick your own account to park cash, although this is the one we recommend and is kind of currently embedded into our program. So here you're going to see my stocks here, and most of these were picked by our momentum basket trading. Here you can see AppLovin is up $368, Google's up 329, Facebook is down a little bit. So it's showing you our initial capital, the actual holding, and then we have a trigger and an interval and an RSI indicator. And this is so that if you actually hit this button up here called Analyze Portfolio, I'll go ahead and click this. It can take a couple minutes to analyze your entire portfolio, but it's going to go down and it's going to look at every one of these stocks and say, as of right now, we recommend a buy or a sell, but it's not mandatory, obviously. It's just the recommendation back on the backtesting results that are integrated into the entire program. So you can see here it's saying 6 stocks we're recommending a sell, 1's a buy, 8 are holds, green for buy, yellow for hold, red for sell. So if we say okay, and you can see here it's actually trading, showing you each of these stocks. And right now it's recommending Meta, Facebook being a sell, Apple being a sell. The ones in yellow mean you own them already and you might as well hold them. Whereas here's like, for example, AMD. I don't currently have a position in it. I did it in the past. It's saying now's a good time to buy it. So out of this portfolio here, if I wanted to buy or sell a stock, like let's say, hey, I'm not real happy with what's going on with Facebook right now, or whatever, I can do a sell now. And then I can sell the entire amount or just part of it. And what it'll do is it will sell as much as you want and then move the money into the high yield short-term bond fund. So I'm going to cancel that for now. Similarly, you can buy now and then just enter in the dollar amount that you want to buy. Of course, you have to have adequate cash in order to buy stock, but it will sell your short-term bond fund if the money is needed to buy the stock. So this is the automated trading screen, and in this account, it's showing you have 34,300 portfolio and a profit loss of 1652 at this point. Now here's the most amazing thing that we've developed called Momentum Basket. I'm going to go into here, okay, and we have a number of options here, but we have defaulted our most powerful option, okay, and this is something we're very excited about. So it's saying, okay, we can put in any dollar amount that you want. It's defaulting to 100,000. It's looking at the Nasdaq 100. You can do the S&P 100, and we'll probably add other options. You can pick how many stocks you want to have in your momentum basket. We found 10 to be an ideal number. You can have up to 100 if you want. You can have the whole Nasdaq 100 if you wanted to. And this is rebalancing it monthly. You can do it weekly or quarterly. It's looking at a 60-day time frame for the momentum period. It's looking at the stocks for that every single day. And then if you had a transaction cost, most of these accounts now will trade for free. But if you wanted to try to figure out your fees, you could put that in here. And then we have a start date. Now I'm looking back 2 years. So today is September 30th, 2025. I'm looking back to 2023. And here I'm looking at, and it's going up to 929. And here we have options of momentum plus market cap. This is looking at the very largest stocks. I do pure momentum or high momentum. So let's do the large market cap stocks. And then here it's doing a percentage-based allocations. You'll see what I mean here. So I'm going to run this, and it runs pretty quickly, amazingly, because it's looking at 100 different stocks for every single day of the year for 2 years, trying to figure out which stocks are the largest with the most momentum. So here, what it's produced is saying if you would have used this program for 2 years, theoretically you'd be up 309%, annualized return 132% per year return. The Sharpe ratio, which is a measure of showing how risky an investment is, and it's 3.2, which anything over 1.5 is considered excellent. And this is 3.2, over double the Sharpe ratio. The most it went down was 18%, which was back in April of 2025 with the trade talks that scared everybody for a while. And it traded a total of 20 different stocks over 2 years. So here it's showing you the most frequently traded stocks, the additional stocks that were traded, and then most importantly, it's saying, here's what we're recommending this month. AppLovin's been tremendous this month. I'm not quite as sure about Warner Brothers. There's been big talk with Larry Ellison and his son being involved, and it's made Warner Brothers stock shoot up this month. And geez, now Intel just entered into the picture. Now that's pretty surprising since they've been terrible, but all of a sudden they've got momentum. Okay, and that's what's so great about this program is it's looking at these large companies that currently have momentum. Okay, and now if I hit, and then if you scroll down further, it'll show you every month what it actually would have traded for the last 2 years. You can see it's not up every month. It was down $3,000 the first month, up $13,000 the second month. These are the stocks that were traded. And by the end of a 2 year period, we're up to $409,000. Okay, so now we're going to go through and we're going to say rebalance your portfolio. If you want, you can rebalance it with just the available cash that you have in your account, or you can look at your total portfolio. So it's going to take a, so here's what we've come up with. It's saying, hey, your total portfolio is $34,000. You only have 32 bucks in cash. So we're recommending you sell your short-term bond fund, which has $304 in it. You sell Microsoft because they're not in the current month's momentum. You sell Amazon, they're not in the current month. You buy one more share of Tesla, you buy Warner Brothers, and you buy Intel. Well, now you have options here. Like, let's say, you know what, I don't want that many shares of Warner Brothers. I'm going to go with 50. Well, now it reduced this down, and you can see the current amount of cash that you have available and so forth. Uh, let's say I don't want to sell my share of Microsoft. Okay, now you can see again, it's rebalancing everything as you move along here. And then if you agree with these trades, then you say preview the trades. And now it's looked and it says, okay, you have sufficient cash. If you don't have sufficient cash, it isn't going to do the trades. And then here we have, okay, our cash from sales, total available, total required. Here's what we're selling. Here's what we're buying. Execute the trades, and it'll go out and immediately execute those trades during normal trading hours. And we have versions of this software that'll work for RIAs, and we can do, bulk trading in all your accounts. Eventually, we want to work this into an ETF. And anyway, if you have any questions, just email us. We're very excited about the product. SignalStrike.trade. Thank you very much.